All right, my powerful MVP family, good evening again. This evening again, guys, we're going to do a little cooking and talking, because yesterday I was just seeing me do the chicken and I cut it up and I said, we're going to get 3 meals out of it, right? And Kayla, I'm watching you. So, right, so we cut up the chicken. I'm going to freeze 2 portions of the chicken and I cook 1. But we really enjoyed our meal. We had a little leftovers. This morning we had it during lunchtime. And so this evening we're going to cook a 1-pot meal. 1-pot meal. You know why I'm cooking a 1-pot meal, people? I was just remembering when I lived in Jamaica. Before I went to America. Right? And when I went to America, things weren't easy. Because I remembered I lived in Mandeville for a while. And then I went down into Spanish Town area, or in the little rural section of Spanish Town area, where my mom had a house there, still has a house there, but her husband took it over. And my sister was there, my niece and my little sister, my stepfather was there, and I went there now with there, and I had a cousin, not really a cousin, but it was my stepfather's nephew, but the mom was in Cayman and asked for the boy to stay with us. Nice young man, became a police officer, now he's in America, kept his nose clean and doing what he had to do. So I remember how many evenings, like our mom would send the money come, and we stepfather would take the money like him not get nothing. And boy, we really was struggling. And so what my sister used to do, there was a lady down on the back road, used to sell chicken back. So when I said, we stepfather come with nothing for prepare dinner, so my sister would send my stepsister down to go trust some chicken back. Go trust 2 pound of chicken back. When the chicken back come, we never bother with the fancy curry chicken or, them fancy stuff. It used to be 1-pot cook. And I'm telling you, it was such enjoyable times, We didn't have, this was maybe, how old was I? Maybe 20. Because I remembered soon, it was during that time up there that I got my only job in Jamaica, where I was managing a pastry shop for a man, for a Mr. What do you man name? I forget. But it was a pastry shop, man. It was nice. It was nice. So today, I just go do that for while we talk, because as I say, them days they weren't easy. My mom was no longer in the country with us. She was here abroad. She was abroad, and we were there. My sister was grown enough so we could stay there, and so we stayed there. I wasn't there. I was in Mandeville, and then one weekend, the young lady that we were sharing the space where we lived. She was going to Kingston, going to her sister's place. And I was going with her. And then as we got to where I could have gotten off and gotten a taxi to go into where my mom's house was, I just got out the taxi, just said, 1 stop, got out the bus, tell the girl I would see her Sunday. And I never went back. Because I was looking for work. I needed to work. Did I need to work? I think yes. Just wanted to work. I was getting older and I needed to be productive. So, yeah. So that was that. So I jumped out, went over to my sister. We're there. Had some quite interesting moments because our stepfather, as I said, was Wasn't an honest person, but my mom loved him. So this is a chicken. We don't need a lot because just kill on myself, guys. And the water is boiling, and I'm just adding the chicken in it. And once you add the chicken, you don't need to let the once you add the chicken, you're not putting a lot of stuff in it. I want to fix it just like we used to have it then, when we were really, when things were rough and we were making do. I don't want it fancy. I don't want a lot of seasoning in it. Maybe I should put some scallion instead of onions. I'll just put some scallion. And I'm just telling you guys, whew. We used to have to make do. But what I liked at the shop, at the pastry shop when I used to be there, was like, we never kept the cakes more than 3 days. So the cakes, we order them fresh from Kingston, and we used to sell because the shop, Mr. Harris, that's the name of the guy who had owned the pastry shop, who had hired me. I went, and his wife interviewed me, and I started working the following day. Oh boy. So, they used to sell candy, they used to sell cake, a lot of cake, patties. Perfect. It was right at the bus stop at McNeil Park. Those of you know Spanish Town well. It was right there at McNeil. You get off, going into, you're on the left hand, right? So going into Spanish Town, it was right there, Greendale. It was right there at Greendale, across the street from Greendale, but right there. And you get off the bus right there, so everybody in the evenings from work, they come in and they get off the bus. And the shop was full of people buying a slice of cake to go home. And I stayed there for a while, and then I think when I left there, I went back to Trelawney. And then it was right after that. I think when I left, when I left, then my papers came through a few months after that, because I think my aunt's husband passed away. Look at me. My aunt's husband had passed away, and my aunt's husband passed away, so I went back to Trelawney, and when I came down here to Trelawney, it was during that time that my paperwork came through. My brother, my little sister, myself, our paperwork came through, and we got our visas, and then we still had time to stay. Like 3 months later, we didn't just rush to leave. And so that was that. So the one part, guys, is just cook the meat, and then you add the rice with the meat. And so you avoid the frying of the stuff, and you're just enjoying one plate with your meat and your rice. And when my stepsister used to cook it, she used to add a little salt too. A little extra salt, so it had that nice taste, man. It had that nice taste. And when you get, whether it was her or my little cousin, the little young man that was staying with us, my stepfather's nephew, Wayne and Karen, it was one of them outside there cooking. And it was nice when you cook it on the wood fire, man. She used to love to make up the fire. and put on the pot, put on the sand on the south side of the pot so the pot no block up, and cook, and everybody eat and drink water and satisfy. Because in those days our mom, she was sending the money, but it wasn't coming to her children, it was going to her stepfather. And he was just doing what he wanted to do with it. He didn't support the household. But when I got my job, and I used to get $80 per week, so just know that was in the 1982, 1981, and I was getting $80 per week. So you just know, it wasn't much, but once I got it, I would head into Spanish Town on my day off, which was, we had to work sometimes. I think I used to get Saturdays off. So I used to go to church in the morning, and in the evening, we head to Spanish Town where my sister would do the wholesale bulk of flour, bulk of sugar, rice, cornmeal, and some chicken back, and a number of tin mackerel. Because them days you never care. Yeah? It's shameful how sometimes you have people now who grew up on these poor foods who turn around and, oh, that's dog food, oh, that's dog food. And this is what poor people are still eating today. They're still eating the chicken back. They're still eating what they can afford, which is what I respect people about. It's not what about people have. A lot of people who grew up in dirt poor situation, dirt poor, as soon as they make a little headway in life, them act like them better than other people. We can't do that. We got to just humble ourselves. We start out with humble beginnings. Don't forget. Don't forget. You know, my humble beginnings were were better because it was stress-free. You know, it was stress-free. I like these big dresses. My friend in Hartford gave this to me. I'm not wearing any bra, so I like to be comfortable in the house. I really don't like to be stifling. So that's how it was, guys, in the days, you know, when things weren't easy and we had no control. But my $80 used to go far. You know, it used to go far. We'd pick up what we needed, and then what Mr. Harris used to do, like when I would change out. Alright guys, don't think that this is all like, you know, but when I would change out the, it's a lot of dress, guys, it's a lot of dress. It's a lot of dress. So don't sit there, oh my God, it's a lot of clothing. But it's comfortable, you know? It's comfortable. So when we would, the day, like suppose we didn't sell off the cake, we might have some slices left. What he would do, he would allow me to bring it home because I had the young ones there. I had my little niece, I had my little sister, I had my other two step families there. So he would let me bring home in the nights, any patties left over, he said, bring them home for them. And on the third day when we switch over, we order new cakes, bring it home, box it up, bring it home. So that was a big help, you know. Today you have people that have to sell every last bit. But he wasn't like that. He was very kind. So now guys, the meat has been boiling for a while. And you know, chicken, I'm going to be turning down the stove so it cooks. It takes its time and simmer. So I'm going to wash the rice. And as I said before, like I like to use jasmine rice. It's a nice clean rice. It's a nice rice to use to cook with. Nice and clean. You don't find a lot of stuff in it. So that's the rice I use. So now, you know, guys, sometimes you have to sit and remember your past, and you cannot forget your past. Don't ever forget your past. Because life is so funny. And sometimes we invest our monies and we do all of these things preparing for for the future, of preparing for whatever, and then all of a sudden, things change, and we are left right back where we started in life. A lot of us have been scammed. Some of us have been, and we end up losing what we work for. But there you have it, guys. You see, all that you have that little grease there, that will cook the rice nicely. Because when I usually cook rice, I put a little oil just to prevent the rice from becoming sticky, and so you have the chicken in there, and that gave it the grease that it needed. So I don't need to fry these up, and they're not going to be fried up now. They're going to be, it's already enough grease in there for whatever, and it's going to sit there. I'm going to lower the flame. See there, guys. Lower the flame, make sure your flame is low, and you're just going to let them sit there together, and you're going to let them just sit and steam together. Just steam. So you don't have to boil the meat. You boil it for a while, and then you put it in, because it's going to sit there and just steam. Just steam down. And once it's ready, Kayla gets a plate, I get a plate, and we will enjoy that for dinner. So guys, listen, whatever it is in life is such an interesting journey. Life is such an interesting journey. And all that we have to do is to stay humble and stay true. Just stay humble and stay true to ourselves. Remember that. Learn to be kind to others. Give back when you can. And just make sure that in the days when things change for us, when the wind changes its course, we can't get up and run around and do for ourselves anymore. A lot of us are fighting old age. We're fighting it because old age is hard. Old age is hard. And if you didn't plant some good seeds along the way that can nurture you and shade you and just be there for you when you get older, it is tough, because the aches and pains are real. They're not for some, and some don't have it. The aches and pains are real. The gray hair is real. The slowness is real. No matter how we fight it, at the end of the day, it's what old age is all about. And so make sure that you're planting good seeds of kindness and love and support, encouragement. And so when the time comes when you can't run for yourself anymore, that there'll be somebody there for you. Make it a great day by choice, guys. Thanks for all your support. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I see you. I appreciate you contributing to the conversations. Just take good care of yourselves. And if you can't be good, be careful, but walk good, do good, live good. It's a good thing. And as you continue to live good and do good, please walk over to Each One Helps One Bible Day Stories and just subscribe to that channel as well. Thank you for your support always. Much love. No bra.